Portrayed in a better light than in the past. I'll say that more leaders, more doers, more thinkers, or just, I guess, enlightened or celebrated thinkers, because I feel like they were always thinking and always creating and always the shit. But I feel like there's more of a light behind it now, and you can actually acknowledge the power that women actually have. God bless.
God bless.
Okay. I don't think I could say too much after what he said, but I think he pretty much hit the nail on the head. I think it's more so. I don't even know. I can't even get my thoughts together. Come back to me?
Sure.
Sure.
I think women today are portrayed as more independent than before. Like, gender spheres have been almost reversed, meaning like women are often the heads of the households today. I can say that my mom was, like she's the provider, and I respect that. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it says a lot about the culture and society today, but I don't know, if I'm just looking at it like, yo, my mom got it, like, she be in it type, it's just like, it's like empowering. It's empowering.
Just to piggyback off what you said, I think that a lot of women nowadays are being more empowering and influencing that strong essence. And even, I think it's just, yeah.
I have so much to say. I do agree with what he said, saying how, like, now that we do have a lot of power and stuff, like, compared to history, but now I think with music and, like, culture today, that women are being, like, more portrayed as items sometimes, because we're, like, our bodies are more romanticized, instead of our minds. But there definitely has been a lot of, like, achievements now with women, obviously, but I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but yeah.
I think women are very empowering these days because, like what y'all said, the accomplishments they made, it's a lot of women that made great accomplishments that are recognized these days, and mothers, they teach their kids, better ways these days, I feel, because of how society is and how it's becoming or whatever. And yeah.
How are women being portrayed in the media?
In society. Well, yeah,
Society,
media.
just like,
Yeah.
Well, my mother's a woman. She's really strong. My first memory is of my mom. Everything I am was predicted of my mother. How they're being portrayed, maybe being, and I would say men being portrayed by thinking that women should behave a certain way. The media kind of propagates a view of women. These flimsy, subtle creatures. I know, like these. We all know, like, the stereotypical view, and I feel like the propagation of that view, betrays not only men, not only women, but women and men, because it kind of instigates how we interact with women. But I'm more interested in how other people say.
I think women are portrayed the same way. Well, not the same way, but even more so on a lower level than where they actually are. I think that we all are portrayed, throughout our society as lesser beings than what we are, and women especially, since we're living in this patriarchy. And I just think that where we are now is relatively better, but it's still, I think it's like settling for crumbs for us to like really say that we're in a good place when it comes to media's portrayal of women, and especially media's portrayal of people.
I'm just kind of listening to I agree a lot with what has been said so far. I do agree that women have been portrayed as stronger, more creative thinkers, and that the light has been brought down onto them. And I also agree with what you said, that they're more they've been objectified to be viewed as items. But what I don't think is happening enough is the complexity that we have is not being shown. Because yeah, we're sensual, yes, we're sexual, yes, we're strong, we're independent. I think that the spotlight is more on either one end of the spectrum or the other, and not really representing the complexity accurately.
How do I feel about women in the society today? I feel like when I see women on TV or like on the internet or just everywhere, it's like what comes up to mind is strippers, prostitutes, video vixens, twerkers, ass cheeks, weave, hella cosmetics, what else? Wait, I had something else. Oh yeah, and fighting, especially on World Star and shit. like I don't know. It's like I know we go through things, but well, what I'm talking about is the fighting now. I feel like people just want to videotape fighting so it can be glorified, and I don't think that's the way to show us as human beings, period. As a human race, not just women, not just men, but also with everything else. There was this like feminist documentary that I saw about women being, well, feminists being like prostitutes or being like, you know, porn stars and stuff. And like in a sense, like it could be viewed as them being like just whores and sluts and being a puppet to a man. Or it could be portrayed as a strong woman who knows what she wants and gets what she wants, and just, you know, that type of sense. But I feel like how men view women, like how men talk about women, period, is like, hey man, I'm about to go over this whole house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get her some drink and we gon' smoke and we gon' fuck. And that's it. And that's just that. That's some fucked up shit. To like even just say that about somebody. Like it's animal. Like we animals or some shit. Like, I'm just about to use you real quick. Let me drink you up. Like I'm a Coke bottle or something, you know? And it's like, fuck that. I don't know. I'm also thinking about, I don't know. It's a lot of mixed ideas about women. Like we could either be like really cool and strong and, you know, hardworking. Also with the whole thing with we ain't getting paid the same as men. And then there's the other thing where it's I just had it in my brain. And I thought about like abortions and stuff, how everyone feel about abortions, if it's good, if it isn't right. And then you got the other thing where it's like the spiritual woman and how we could like be highly spiritual within ourselves and know our wombs, because our wombs are creative spaces within us. To like the womb knows everything. Like, we gotta talk to the womb, you know. And then I also thought about how women are usually like they always been trapped because it's been a patriarchal world for a long ass time. So they've been trapped to not say anything. They've been trapped to not like that movement voting. They've been trapped to not, well, I don't know. Like with rape. Rape is a huge thing. We've been trapped through that. We've been trapped saying that periods are fucking disgusting, but I think it's cool. I like my period, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I love my period. It's like rejuvenation.
It's a cleanse, Joe.
Yeah, it's a cleanse.
Oh, yeah.
It's rejuvenation. Like, I don't know. So, I guess I'm gonna just keep it at that.